Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny, and in this bass fishing video, we're going to be reviewing 5 weird lures that work great when you're fishing for bass in the summertime. So let's go.
Whoa, there we go. Yeah! Woo! Holy cow, folks. Topwater Johnny here, man. This is what we came here for. Look at that. Get back here. Look at that right there. That's the kind of beast that we came here for. There we go. Woo! And that one hooked.
Hey everybody, it's Topwater Johnny here. Want to welcome you to the next video here. Please be sure to like, subscribe to the channel because that always helps the algorithm and it helps the channel grow and improve. Now in this video, what I want to do for this lure review was talk about what I call 5 weird lures that really work great in the summertime and really do get bit by bass. So what we're going to do is we're going to do kind of a review of these lures. I'm going to talk about the lure, and then I'm also talking about kind of a way that you can fish it as well in order to have some success and results with it. So let's go ahead and get started with those lures right now. Okay, everybody. So let's go ahead and start with our first weird lure here. And I'm going to show you this lure here, and it's definitely a weird little lure here. I want you to check that out right there, everybody. Look at that right there. That is the Nikko ZAZA Tadpole. And this lure actually is 2.9 inches in length here. And it actually comes in a packet here of, let me see here. Actually comes in a packet of 5 of them actually in a packet here. The price on Amazon is $6.99. Now you would wonder, like a tadpole of all things here. But I just want you to think about it for a moment. You're fishing in the shallows once again, and the fry are in the shallows as well. This has got a big tail, as you can see here, with a lot of action here. You can you can actually set this up as a drop shot, but I actually rig it right through here with a right through with a hook. So I rig it right through the body of it with a hook here. I'm fishing this on monofilament, and it's about 10-pound monofilament on a medium action 7-foot rod right here. And I'm just throwing it in the weed beds. I'm throwing it along the edges, looking for those bass. They're looking for a quick, easy little meal right here. As you can see, this tail has a lot of action and a lot of movement back here as well. This is definitely a top water lure right here. It can float on top, but it also has the ability to be submerged as well. And for a lot of guys, I'm sure you've never seen this lure before. Maybe you've never seen it before. But once again, here is a lure that really finesse top water bass fishing. You can use it for. So I just wanted to show everybody the Nikko ZAZA Tadpole. If you've ever seen it before, leave a comment below. Let me know if you've seen it and if you fished it. All right. All right, everybody. Our next lure, now this one right here, this one came out a year ago or so because it was an upgraded Jitterbug jointed bait. And it's called, let me make sure I say it correctly here. Check this out, everybody. This is the Arbogast jointed Jitterbug 2.0 right here. And this lure actually did come out a while back here. It was an upgraded version of the traditional Jitterbug. I haven't seen a lot of guys fishing this on YouTube or even promoting their success on it here, but I definitely have one of these here. The actual price was $7.99. Got it at Tackle Warehouse, and you can also probably buy this, of course, at Dick's Sporting Goods. Now the length of this lure is 2.5 inches. The weight is 3/8 of an ounce. And there's also another version of this, and it's called the Hula Popper. So the Hula Popper 2.0 is like the newest version of this one as well here. Now, when you look at this lure right here, you wonder really how would I fish this lure? I'm fishing this one on a Baitcaster 7-foot medium heavy rod. And because it's once again, Jitterbug in the front, it kind of gives you an idea of how you should be fishing this. This one right here actually doesn't just go really slow. It kind of goes right to left a lot. So you really get a little bit of swinging action, as well as a lot of action with the tail in the back here. As you can see, feathered hook in the back. Early in the morning is when I would be fishing this one, or late at night, because it really doesn't look like anything that a bass would normally see. So this would be all about them feeling it in the water. In other words, the sound and the movement would trigger the bite to me more than anything else. So early in the morning or late at night was when I would be fishing the Jitterbug like this right here. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen this one before. Love to get you guys' thoughts on it. But this is the Arbogast jointed Jitterbug 2.0. All right. Okay, everybody. And now our next lure up. This is truly a big wake bait. And once again, haven't seen a lot of people fishing it. I got it a while back. And I do believe and have a lot of confidence that in the right situation, this lure will work great. And I want you to check it out, everybody, here. This is the Lucky E Strike Cajun wake bait right here. And this lure is 3.5 inches in length. It's 3/4 of an ounce. The actual price at Tackle Warehouse as of this recording is $6.99 here. And as you can see, it's got a big wake bait bill on the front of it here. This is actually the shad pattern here. I actually added a feather tail in the back. It normally comes with standard treble hooks here. Bottom here is really narrow. This lure wakes heavy across the water. So if you're gonna fish this one, once again, you have to use a medium heavy to a heavy 7-foot rod. You could use a bait caster, and that's what I would prefer to use. I've seen some people try to use spinning tackle with it, but I would use a bait caster on this right here. And this lure creates a huge thumping and wake bait, as you can hear. It's got a huge knocker in it as well. So when you're fishing this lure, once again here, this to me is a deep water type of top water lure. So I mean, I'm going to throw it out to the middle of the lake or the pond, and I'm going to bring this one back kind of with a steady retrieve. Not too fast, because it could blow out and it would kind of overgrow. But I would just a steady retrieve, because it's going to make a huge wake as it comes in. So I would be throwing this in definitely open water, and definitely trying to throw it when they're busting on top. But even if they weren't busting on top, I would be trying to throw it over deeper water so that I can call them up and they would notice this lure right here. This is in the shad pattern, as you can see right here as well. So I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen this one before, but I wanted to show you again this lure right here, wake bait here, the Lucky E Strike Cajun wake bait. All right, everybody, and now on to our next lure here. And this lure right here definitely is, I wouldn't say the word weird, but it definitely is a different type of lure here. And check it out, everybody. You may have seen this one before right here. This is the D.O.A Sna-Koil. This is because it's actually the 12-inch snake-like lure right here. It actually comes in a packet here of 6, and you can buy this lure for $5.89, and you can get it at DOALures.com. And so that's where you can get this actual lure from here as well. I got this from the Florida Fishing Tackle Organization when they gave me a box, and that's when I first saw this lure right here. And so they ended up giving me a packet of them, and they also included some eagle claw hooks that go with it. So these are 5/0 eagle claw hooks that go with it, called the long neck ones right here. And look at this thing right here. This is a actual snake pattern top water lure here, or it could go subsurface as well. This is a big lure right here as far as I'm concerned. And I want to show it to you here because this is really for those that have snakes that are in their lakes. This lure will work great right here. Now, I've been fishing this right here, and I really learned how to fish. This reminds me of fishing a really long Senko, but this right here has huge action right here. This tail really does slither across the top water. I have actually caught fish on this, and then coming up soon, I'm going to premiere a video of me fishing with this lure here so you can see it in action, because all the lures I'm reviewing here, I've taken out, tried to fish them, and had somewhat success, but I really was happy with this lure right here. I really had a lot of success, and I'm learning how to fish this really long snake-like lure right here. So once again, if you're interested in this type of lure, where you fish at, are there snakes? Are there long types of lizards, things of that nature? The bass will hit it. You can fish this in cover because you can set it up as a weedless presentation, or you can throw it out and just reel it in really slow, and it'll really have the great slither and movement along the way. I was always throwing this toward cover and bringing it out of the cover. I was throwing it along the sides of the weed beds because the bass are in an ambush mode. But also, I've seen success with this, throwing it out into the center of a lake and just bringing it back in slowly. That also will trigger bass to strike at this as well. So this lure right here, really impressive. Not sure if you guys have ever seen this before. Get Mr. Bass and Steve would Get Your Fish On have featured this lure before. So I want to give them a shout out before, but I also have this lure as well. And it's something that if you're really trying to do something a little bit different and a little bit weird here, this is the lure to fish with. All right. Okay, everybody. And our last lure here that we're going to look at, and this one here definitely is a classic. I fished it in the past on my channel, and there's actually footage of me fishing with this one as well. But I love this lure. I think it's a really cool looking lure. Check that out, everybody. That is the Chasebaits Smuggler right there. This is actually the 2.5 inch version right here that you can see. And the weight is 0.63 ounces. The price is $17.99. You can get this at Tackle Warehouse or on chasebaits.com. And the reason that I like this lure is because down here in Florida, there are birds that are this size right here that nest, and they nest over water, and they're constantly near the water, and sometimes birds fall in the water, and bass will feed on their babies down here as well. And so this lure can really work out there as well. But also, this lure, besides looking like a bird, still has that crawling motion right here. As you can see, it has a really great clanking noise because of how it comes in right there. And as you can see, I've been really working it. So you can see I've been really working this lure. Early in the morning, late at night, this kind of lure really does get bass keyed up because they can hear it coming. They can hear the sound of it. They can hear the sound of it. They can hear the movement of it. It's got two really nice treble hooks here on the back as well. And it really creates a nice water commotion on top as well. 7-foot rod, heavy rod, medium heavy will work. I would fish this on braided line right here. And also, I would be doing it on a bait caster, of course. Steady retrieve right here. I wanted to show you this lure. It's not a weird lure, but it's still kind of weird in the sense that it really does look a lot like a bird. And so this lure is not a gimmick, but this lure really will work, and it really will get bit by fish. So once again, it's got a great movement, great style to it, and it's something to look at and consider. If you never thought about fishing with the Chasebaits Smuggler, give it a shot. It's a great lure, and it's a lot of fun when a bass hits it. So there you go, everybody. That is the Chasebaits The Smuggler. Okay. All right, here they are, just as a quick review here. First one up is the Nikko ZAZA Tadpole right here. The next one is the Arbogast Jointed Jitterbug 2.0. The next one here is the Lucky Eve Stripe Cajun Wakebait. The next one up here is the D.O.A Sna-Koil. And the next one and final one is the Chasebaits Smuggler. So there you are. There are our 5 weird lures for summertime bass fishing. All right. Hey everybody, Topwater Johnny here. I hope you enjoyed that review of those lures. Like I said before, those were 5 weird lures that really do catch bass in the summertime. I've had the pleasure of fishing with those lures and seeing those lures in action, and I really can't tell you, each one is unique in itself, but each one has the ability to catch bass in certain situations. And so to me, when it comes to fishing, it's all about variety and all about adapting. And so sometimes when you're out there on the lake fishing, you can't always use the same lure you've been using. Sometimes you got to try new and different lures to get that bite and avoid having that skunk session. So that's why I want to show you guys these weird lures that will get bit. And then also for some of my subscribers, you have these lures already in your box and you've never fished these lures. So I encourage you to pull these lures out and fish these lures at different times of the day, different types of water clarity, different types of overall conditions, and see if you can't produce a result with it. Because here's what happens. The more you fish with different types of lures, the more you are adaptable when you're on the water, and that gives you a better chance, like I said before, of catching more fish and having a lot more fun while you're fishing at the same time here. So that's just really my encouragement to each and every one of you guys as you watch this video. Now, for next Monday, when it comes out next Monday, talk about weird lures. I want to show you something right here, everybody. This right here is the Mega Bass Ganta X Turbulence. That's the Mega Bass Ganta X Turbulence right here. And I'm here to tell you, this is an incredible lure right here. This lure right here, I put in some work on this lure here. I want to give a special shout out, and I'll shout him out next week. But Kev Rucker recommended that I get onto this lure. He's on Instagram under Monster Bear Fishing, and he wanted me to check out this lure. I checked out this lure. I fished this lure. I got some stuff to show everybody next week. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but let me tell you something. Big fish love this lure right here. So be sure, watch next Monday's video. I promise you, you're going to enjoy it. And this lure is definitely the real deal. So with that in mind, I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this video here. Please leave a comment below your thoughts about these lures. Would you fish them? Have you ever fished them before? Do you have them in your tackle box? Then now it's time to try them out. Just give me your thoughts about them and what you think about any one of these lures here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Please be sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button. That helps out a lot. And I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for being a part of this channel here. Once again, I'm Topwater Johnny, and I'm going to tell you that phrase. Keep your line tight, because when they hit those topwater lures, especially any one of these 5 weird lures that I've been talking about in this video, it's going to be a big bite. I'll see you in the next video.